Hey guys, recording another reaction. I've been really looking forward to this one. This is Shao Dow's Eren Jeager diss track. I am ready for this. I am so ready. I love Shao Dow. Very, very skilled. Very good. Probably my top 5 nerdcore artists, to be honest. We're gonna like the video. We're already subscribed. Bell's already hit. Do that if you haven't done it. Let's get into this. I can't wait.
Yo, Eren Jeager's a waste man. Some homeless edgelord looking brother. It's the anti-Yeagerist general.
Oh yeah, I saw this picture on Twitter. He's got like the whole jacket and stuff. All right.
Shao Dow, did he? Yeah. I bought a diss track about
I was thinking hot chocolate, Shao Dow.
Cry some more. Listen, tell Zeke meet me outside. Tell Flock shut your mouth. I want all the smoke.
Eren Jeager feel dead. Dead. Eren Jeager feel dead. Dead. Eren Jeager feel dead. Dead. Eren Jeager feel dead.
Yeah,
They are
you little
so
dusty
cool.
you. I never trusted you. You wanna trust them all, and so I'm done with you. You're not as tough as you like to think. Your crew tied your kicks. You awarded a warning. You had to quit. It was.
Oh, okay. I see exactly where this is going. Oh shit, should have died back in episode 5. Oh no, Shao Dow.
With you, you're not as tough as you like to think. Your crew tied your kicks. You awarded a warning. You had to quit. It was shit. Should have died back in episode 5. Now you tried genocide. Better let them know why. Your mum died in the jaws of a titan. You came back with a war you're fighting. Them man broke through the wall. Had you frightened? Had you crying? Am I lying? People dying. Bare destruction and fear you're suffering because of their corruption. Despair of blood in the dirt. Hey.
Shao Dow's such a good artist, and this is so accurate. If you you can look at Eren either way. You can go either he's a really tragic character and like he's doing what he's doing because he's got reasons, you know, like every character has reasons. Or you can be like, yeah, nah, he's just an idiot who's destroying the world for pretty much no reason. Either one's correct.
It's his birth, Satan and cursed. History said you've no place on this earth. I know you've been hurt, but you weren't supposed to make this shit worse.
Oh, I know you've been hurt, but you weren't supposed to make this shit worse. Accurate. Because he does. In the end, he makes it worse for everyone. He makes it worse for the Marlians. He makes it worse for the Eldians. He ruins the world, basically. This art is so good. I love Shao Dow's accent, too.
Nah, I won't have it. You looked to the earth, said flat it. Sacrificed innocent lives into traffic. Also a few of your mates survive and live lavish. Rude boy, that's psychopathic. You start world wars and expect them to back it. You're a bad friend, so the slander won't end. You got shown one type of future, there's no guarantee it would happen. Please just stop. How you gonna morally agree with Flock? Tell me cause I'm sorry you eat my sock. Dance on the grave, do the lean and bop.
This is so
If you
good.
feel I'm wrong. Armin's better than you. Levi's better than you. Gabby's, you said fuck them kids. Let them kids say fuck.
Gabby, yeah.
How many times you can stand up? Now you got innocent guys with their hands up. Ironic that you hate being caged by the walls, but let fate put you in handcuffs. Don't make me kick off your head with a dandruff. You became the same threat that a man costs. Tatakai to survive if an eye for an eye I see. But you did an eye for a JK element of P.
This is so good. It's so true. Like, Eren up until season 4 is a very different character than when he enters in season 4. I'm just gonna put it that way. I won't get into too many spoilers. He's not the same dude.
Let me keep it real for you right here. Everybody is a slave to an idea. How much of your soul do you have to sell to make your dream come true? Sit right clear. No devils, just people. We were born equal.
How much of your soul do you have to sell? Yeah, that's... Oh man, that's accurate. That's kind of like, that's very relevant for today's world leaders, isn't it? How much of your soul do you have to sell?
We are not equal, not when there's steep walls, deeper than cerebral, making us believe that the sins of the past to define who is right and it's lethal. When you're chasing your dreams, can the ends make amends for the means? When you've stepped on the heads to proceed, and descent to the depths is complete, tell yourself that it's all for a worthwhile cause, trying to justify all the hurt you've caused, just to make it right when you're birthed in a war, you're convinced you deserve but more all dirt covered, but your pain doesn't say you can hurt others.
Did Shao Dow just make the most honest line that's ever been in a track? Your pain doesn't say you can hurt others. It doesn't justify what you're doing. That is so ridiculously accurate. That's so accurate. I've worked with people. Okay, a little side tangent right here. We'll get back to you, Shadow, in a second. Your song is amazing. Just give me a hot second here. I've worked with people who will be just the shittiest coworkers you've ever had for pretty much no reason. And then after they'll be like, oh, sorry, man, I didn't have my coffee this morning. Oh, sorry, man, I forgot my medication. Oh, sorry, like, X, Y, and Z is going on in my life. Like, that sucks. And I'm very sorry. I know exactly what that's like. As I've said in a couple videos, I have a slew of shitty disorders, okay? Depression, anxiety, insomnia, probably ADHD, but getting diagnosed with that in this province costs, like, a whole lot of money, and I don't have that, so that one's speculative right now. But your own issues do not justify you being a piece of shit to other people. Ever. Like, just talk to people, man. Like, so many people will understand so much more if you just tell them what's going on. You don't even need to go deep into stuff, you know? Just tell them what's going on beforehand. Don't have to go and apologize because you knocked over their table or you just pissed in their coffee. Like, don't be the dude who looks for forgiveness. Just talk to people first, you know what I mean? Alright, yeah, side tangent over. This is fire. Shao Dow is such a good artist, and I love when he switches to a separate language in a song. He did the same thing. He did a Lord of the Rings cipher a little while ago, and he played Sauron, and he used black speech, and it was like, it was so good.
Got to outweigh the destruction and vengeance. I think I'm sick of corruption pretending. Smart when I ask for trust and dependence. I know that sometimes words ain't enough. Violence is the only thing that works and it sucks. Some people deserve.
Okay, maybe that was the most accurate line. Violence is the only thing that works and it sucks. Yeah, he's not wrong at all. How many issues have you seen in the world that were solved with violence, and you can honestly look at it and say, yeah, that probably could have been fixed by, you know, just something else? Like, there's a point in time when the other side isn't going to listen because they've stopped caring. You know what I mean? Like, and Eren's in this situation in the last season. He doesn't give a shit. He does not care what happens to Marley. He doesn't really care what happens to the Eldians. He's just out for destruction. You're not going to be able to sit him down and explain to him why genocide is wrong. If you have to sit down with someone and you have to explain to them why genocide is a mistake, chances are they are aware and they don't give a shit. It's already too late.
Deserve to be crushed and taken off this earth in a rush, but I can't imagine that we feel to have to wait for extinction because you're in the way of a stranger's ambition. If you're still thinking it's Eren I'm dissing, then it's clear that my point you are missing.
Yep. For me, Eren Jeager represents the intense, selfish desire to get what we want at the extreme expense of suffering of other, often innocent people. Yep. That's what I said earlier. It's very accurate. It's extremely, extremely accurate. Okay, hold on. Let me see if he says anything else before I say what I want to say. I believe it is this part of ourselves that needs to die if we hope to be better and save humanity. Yes, I have had this conversation with my best friend constantly. This exact conversation. This part of us needs to be, like, it needs to be educated out of us. Like, parents need to start taking initiative in who their kids are going to be and start teaching them other people matter. Like, it's not just about the grind of yourself. It's not just about what you can become yourself. Like, help other people, you know? Make other people better, too. Stop the war in Ukraine and Ethiopia. Okay, I'm glad he said that, because we're about to touch on some shit that really pisses me off here in a second. Okay, yeah, alright. So, yeah, like and subscribe to Shao Dow. Like, show my man some love. Shao Go? He has a second channel? I see. Okay. We're gonna get political for a hot second here. And I'm gonna be very vague, so everyone here will agree with it. It really pisses me off, and it really frustrates me that certain world leaders are out here talking about what's currently going on in Ukraine while they are funding the exact same actions in other nations, or directly doing the exact same actions in other nations. There are countries in the world, and again, I'm not going to say them, but you know, if you know, that are currently doing the exact same thing that's happening in Ukraine. And the world leaders of these countries are coming out here and decrying what's happening in Ukraine, saying how bad it is and how horrible it is and how they should put sanctions on Russia and everything else. Meanwhile, they're doing the exact same thing. I'm not saying what Russia is doing is right, because it's not. It's horrible. And I would have much more extreme views as a world leader than a lot of these world leaders are portraying right now. Like, obviously, war is not the answer, because that just leads to more innocent people dying. But the fact that some world leaders are out here saying, oh my god, the human rights abuses, the war crimes, the this and the that, when they are taking part in that exact same thing right now, really frustrates me. Like, there are several countries, one of, like, Yemen being one of them, what happened in Iraq and Afghanistan. The things that happen are so horrible. Like, even CBC and like CNN and Fox News will never report on it because it is horrific. And then you have certain countries that took part in these actions being all lovey-dovey and war's not the answer and we need peace. Meanwhile, right now, at this exact moment, when those press releases comes out, they're like, when they hit the news, they're doing the exact same thing. And it pisses me off so much. Like, I agree with what they're saying, but they're doing it. It's all performative. It's all make-believe. They don't believe it. It's just that they have a vested interest in one side over the other. They don't actually care about the country or the people, which is shown clearly by what they're doing in other places. They just want to make themselves look good. And it really frustrates me because it's a level of dishonesty that just, it burns when you see it. You know, it makes, it lights a fire inside you, and it really frustrates you. It's so stupid. And they think that they look like the good guys. They look like the saviors. Meanwhile, they're doing the exact same thing. They're killing the exact same types of people. You know, the innocent people, the men, the women, and children that just want to work their day-to-day jobs, or they just want to make art, or they just want to create, or they just want to live with their families. And these world leaders are funding and perpetrating the exact same actions that are taking place right now in Ukraine. Yeah, that's my rant. Okay, I just had to get that off my chest because it's really frustrating. Like, I'm from Canada, okay? And we have funded in roundabout ways and even trained people in other countries that are doing what Russia's doing right now. And then our leader is all like, oh, I can't believe this horrible action that's taking place right now. Meanwhile, like, during the wars in the Middle East, we trained terrorists, you know? This is not something that this is not a black and white issue, but there's so much dishonesty from our world leaders right now. Yeah, okay. All right, that's it for my rant. Amazing song, Shao Dow. Yes, my God, are you right? You are so right. Thank you for this song. Alright, guys. That's it. Like and subscribe if you want to see more reactions. I won't be doing political stuff on this channel. That wasn't the point of this channel. There will be something happening in the future with that. But right now, this is all right now. But there will be video game reviews, show reviews, stuff like that. So stick around for that. And like and subscribe to not miss it. And yeah. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.